different kinds of helicopters, or some places call them bees, or some places call them airplanes. They're all spinners. But I got a buzz killer. I got a crazy bats from Biggs. A Gyro Pyro, which is Black Cat brand. These two are pretty close to the same thing. B3 thing, that's actually got some like lady fingers on the wings that go off with it. I got a plastic and a metal artificial satellites. Bumblebees, man. Everybody knows what those are. So I got a regular one of those, and I got even a mini version of that. I got a mini bee right there. Now I'm going to go through them all and explain, some of the things that cause problems with getting these things to take off. Okay, now if you take a look at the bottom of this buzz killer here, it's got this peg on it. Right there. That's where you have to set it on something hard to get it to take off. They don't spin like this, like most people think. They actually, all these are the same theory. They all spin around horizontally like this. And that's why you have to set it on that peg, because you have to let it get its centrifugal force up like a top. You have to get that gyroscopic action of it going this way. And once it gets spinning fast enough, the air going underneath the blades will cause it to lift. It'll fly up. Buzz killers actually go up pretty high, and these have a report they explode. If you take a look at these, they don't have any peg on the bottom, but it's the same theory. They've got to be on something flat, hard, and smooth, because they actually have to start spinning around like this and get their centrifugal force up before they can take off. And that's why it's got to be something flat and smooth, because any little snag will cause it to flip over, and then it's trying to push itself into the ground. If you light them like that, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's all just luck. And you got to give it room in case it wants to kick around and start off like this. If you're just trying to start on something the size of the helicopter, it'll probably start to go over the edge and get caught and flip over and blow up on the ground. Another little thing with these artificial satellites, metal and plastic, to make them work, here's the secret. You got to pull these labels off so the blades are exposed. Same way with the metal ones, these are glued on a little different, but now the air can get through there and they'll actually fly and take off. Take the label off, set them on something flat. This bomber thing here, okay, if you take a look at this fuse, it's actually kinked on the end, and you actually light this kink right here. The first flame goes into the side hole, which gets it spinning sideways. The second flame goes into the lift hole. When that starts spraying, that's what actually gives this one the lift, and then it has all these little reports on the sides that go off. So you have to light it right at the kink, and the fuses are timed so that once it gets its momentum up spinning this way, then that bottom hole starts spraying, and that'll get it to lift up just like any other UFO. Now with the bees and the mini bees, it's all the same theory. There's the graphics on it. This is the bottom, this is the top. Face the graphics up on something big and smooth, light the fuse. And you know, same thing with the mini bees. Now this is freaking tiny. They don't go very high, but they're pretty cool. Sort of the same, but they don't have any wings, so they're not technically helicopters, but like speed balls and zippers, all these that take off like that. Same principle. If you just set them down flat, they'll take off the best. These are so violent, they'll take off facing almost any direction. But if you want them to go up and not hit you in the head, I would recommend setting them down flat like this.